Hi everyone, the Gunman here. Today I'm painting a gunmetal grey Honda Accord and I'll take you through the steps it takes to get it painted. So first up, I'll give it a good tack rag. Always make sure I give it a good blow off with the air gun and tack rag it over twice just in case you've missed any little bits of lint or dust that might have been left behind from after you've prep soled it. Okay, so now I'm putting down the second coat of base coat, which should pretty much give us coverage. So next up we're going to do the blend. What I'm putting down here is called blending clear. It's basically just a clear coat of base coat to help your final coat and your blend coat of base coat not to stand up and look all patchy once it's cleared. With this last coat of base coat, you want the pressure at about 1.8 to 2 bar. If you have it too low, the metallic will look all blotchy, so get it up nice and high, and you'll notice when I'm actually doing the blend, you sort of lift off the panel a little bit as to sort of hide the colour difference that there may be. Now we've got the blend done and our tech coat of base coat on, we can start to clear. So when we're clearing, I always like to get the pressure up nice and high, right up to 2 bar, get the gun nice and close. The distance from the panel is about, if you make a fist, it's about that distance away from the panel. You notice here how I'm actually painting through that door gap. I always used to paint up to the gap, but if you do that, you end up doubling up on that door gap, and you can sometimes end up getting big build-ups there. And it ends up it's just a big eyesore, and you've got to try to denib it out. So yeah, if you start watching some more of my videos, you'll notice that I actually always paint through the door jamb. It actually ends up making for a much better job. So that's it for our first coat of clear. Depending on the weather and the hardener you're using, now I'm using medium hardener in this one because it's pretty hot over here in WA, and the panel's so hot that I'm only going to give this about 3 minutes in between coats, and that'll be pretty much right to go on with your second one. So here's our second coat of clear. It's basically exactly the same principle as the first one. I always like to get it on a little bit wetter on your second coat, get your nice finish, your nice gloss. So just take note of the overlap. I'm doing about 50-50 overlap of the spray fan. So it's just you do one and then it's half a fan width up on your next pass. So that brings our second coat of a clear to an end. So you clear up to where you've scotch brighted on this pillar, and then I've actually got a gun with some blending thinners in it. You run that blending thinners over the edge of your clear where you've scotch brighted to. Just make sure it's nice and wet, and then later on we get it out the back in the detailing bay, run the buff over it, and you'd never know that there's two separately painted panels. And that pretty much brings us to an end of this job. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I hope you've learned something out of it. Thanks for watching. If you like it, share it around. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks again from the Gunman. Bye.